What's the adult version of there is no Santa Claus? There are terrible, awful people in the world that get away with all of it and die peacefully in their sleep with no repercussions. There are people with hearts of gold who get continually ducked by life for no goddamn reason. The adult version of there's no Santa is the universe doesn't care. Everybody lied to you. You cannot be whatever you want to be. Friends and relationships don't just happen anymore. You have to go out and make them happen, except you can't make them happen. Because people choose who they want to spend their time with arbitrarily. And it is up to you to be someone worth choosing. Doesn't matter if you're a good or bad person. Doesn't matter if you're financially secure or destitute. Doesn't matter if you're attractive or not. Doesn't matter if your life is well put together or if you're a complete trash fire. People can't help who they want to be around. And a lot of the time that isn't going to be you. It isn't your fault. But there's not a lot that can be done about it. You have to be willing to put in the effort to be sociable. To be someone that people want to be around, but at the same time be okay with everyone and anyone not really feeling you at any given time. You can be skilled, charismatic, talented, successful, and be good looking, but that will still never be enough for some people. There's no hex in the champagne room. I used to think all cops, and pretty much any authority figure, were good and just. When they hire you on the spot, it's not because you're an amazing person with so many credentials. It's because it's a really pity job. And they desperately need to fill it for the third time this month. You really do have to do taxes yearly. Rhetoric wins over logic, reality. Hex isn't always good. My first partner was amazing. After a year or so with her, we broke up and I was with someone else. It sort of crushed me when the hex chemistry was so bad I couldn't even keep an erection half the time. You probably won't have summers off. There is no student loan relief. There is no God. The average person is a lot less intelligent than you think. Seriously. There are no hot singles in your area. Sad face. The winners on The Price is Right can't take the item home until they pay the sales tax. So if you are broke and win a car, you can't even have the car. My world was shattered. Edit. I have been schooled. People pay income tax, not sales tax, but in the state of California, that has to be paid before the contestants can take the items home. College is a business. There is no such thing as the one in terms of relationships. You are potentially compatible with a great many people and probably some people you wouldn't expect. Whether or not you ever meet them or give them a shot is a whole other thing. But the fairy tale idea that we are destined to be with one person in particular is surprisingly common among grown adults. You aren't getting paid based on how good you are. You are paid based on how hard you are to replace. Lots of people were the smartest kid in their high school. Somebody you know hates you. For no reason. They probably don't even know why themselves. And no matter how hard you try, no matter what you do in life, you will never, ever change that. Working hard isn't enough to make it. You are more likely to make it if you know the right person and get lucky on top of it. When you realize that Santa is indeed real, and it's you. That sometimes terrible people will just keep being terrible and never have a change of heart or anything negative come of it. That often they'll benefit from being terrible. But I'd like to believe that no matter what, at least I don't have to spend my life being that person. And I'll be happier with even moderate success that isn't created by being an impossibly pity person. And that's the closest I'll get to holiday spirit, even though there is no Santa. The stripper pole spins. For a long time, I thought the girls just had ridiculous hand strength and control. Retirement is not a physical age. It is a financial state. It's a lot harder to make friends after college. That is likely the last organic friend-making environment you will ever be in. The idea that as you get older you'll have shit figured out and know what to do. Some might have a life plan they can keep on course, without veering off in a fiery crash. Most don't. We're really asking kids what they want to be when they grow up because we're looking for ideas ourselves. You're a hard worker. You're fired anyway because we're reducing headcount. But I was told working hard meant, yay, Santa Claus. If you work hard and are loyal to your company, they will be loyal to you. The sad reality is most large companies don't care anymore and will lay you off after being there for 10+ years even if you were a devoted and hard-working employee. Always have a 6 months pay in the bank and always be networking to have your next job lined up. For me it was finding out those HGTV shows are all more or less staged. You're only really worth what you can offer to other people. Going to college doesn't guarantee you a good job. Your parents were just normal people trying to figure shit out just like you. Not quite an adult thing. But finding out that your degree doesn't automatically get you a job after graduation. And how much more important work experience is than education. You will not be able to buy low and sell high. You can't just exercise away a bad diet. You can work really hard and still be broke. No one has a nice, normal family, and you and your family are perfectly normal by being not normal at all. Promotions aren't always merit-based. And senior management people don't actually know what they're doing. My life will really begin when X happens. Right now is just a phase. The idea that once you graduate college, or get married, or buy your first house, or have your first child, that you'll reach happiness and stay there the rest of your life. Save for the occasional sadness from death of a friend or loved one. Happiness will go up and down. Nothing is permanent. Just gotta maximize and enjoy the happy times when you have them. Edit. Wow. First gold. Thank you, kind stranger. I wish you and everyone reading this thread happy holidays and happy new year, smiley face.